Morning, Nikki.
Oh, morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. And we have Sally, the upside down picker, and she's off for 3 days. And we have Kathy with Why Nots, and Nikki, the poplar picker. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's good. It's a good day.
It's gonna be.
It's going to be a good day. Absolutely.
You got a choice. We're gonna make it a good day.
That's what you got to do. You got. I mean, every day you just got to try to make it the best day possible.
Mm-hmm. That's all you can do.
Yep. It sounds like one of those. What do you call it? The little blurps on Facebook. The motivation. You make it a good day.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't seem like it's going to happen, you just make it happen.
Make it be that way. Hurt anybody in the process that tries to stop it.
Right. There you go. Yeah. No, we're having. I kind of had a rough night. I kind of had some tummy troubles, but I'm okay this morning. Woke up to Carol on Michael Malloy's channel, his live channel, and she was telling she was soliciting me.
Oh. He's pimping you out.
Really now?
She was like, everybody go over to Valerie. She only got 99 more subscribers that she needs before she can get to her 1,000. And yeah, she was working for me.
That's funny.
It was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's really pushing for that. It's good though.
That is
Good to have somebody in your corner fighting for you. So I went over there, had to explain to Michael that me and Poplar were no longer married.
Oh.
I got a divorce and didn't even know it.
Dang it. Did you at least get alimony, Nikki?
Yeah, I want some money or something. Jeez.
I know. All that hard work you put into that time, come on.
Putting up with her shit all the time. She's not an easy wife,
Yeah. Nobody said it'd be easy.
And I had to deal with this long distance relationship. I mean, you just don't understand.
It's rough.
Yep. Hard road.
She talks to me, calls me names. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Amelia. Good morning, Carol again.
Did you get any subs then from it, or?
Yeah, I think.
You're at 902. It looked like this morning.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, because I helped him get a lot of subs. I shouted him quite a few times out on my channel.
She said only 98 to go.
All right.
And you wouldn't have Carol if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, we were discussing that last night.
Huh?
We were discussing that last night.
It was.
Me, Valerie, and Carol. You bring home the strays. You brought all the strays home with you.
Good morning, Anissa. Maggie Doodle. Hank
Never know
Allen
what I'll
Cash.
be watching.
She says, I saw that, Carol. Keep your pim pams strong.
That's right.
That's right. I seen that. It was funny. Kathy, I was watching that video on Facebook that you post.
Oh.
And so I'm looking, I'm just kind of like staring at the screen like, what is this guy doing? And then Sally pops on and she's like, what are you looking at?
And Valerie didn't even have her headphones on, but
I had nothing on yet.
I'm like,
I had clothes on, but
Oh, okay. You could have matched him at that point in time.
thank God, or that would have even been weird for me.
oh my gosh. I'll have to share that with you, Sally.
Oh, that made my day. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a good morning with that. Because I hate seeing all those that Kiki challenge, but that was perfect. I was like, yeah, that's mine.
Actually, I'm gonna share that
I almost
because
did a scam baiting video last night because I got a call twice from some company that said that the federal agents were coming to get me if I didn't call them before the end of business day.
Oh, I love
wow,
Oh.
that's
It was on my
crazy.
voicemail.
that
Federal
is.
agents are coming to get me, haha.
Here's
They're
my
coming to take me away, haha. Remember that song on Dr. Demento's?
I think so, huh?
All right. Oh yeah, we did enjoy the dancing dentist.
Yeah, I got him saved. I
was
watch him
great.
every day.
Y'all see the Paris, Texas firefighters dancing? No, this was a guy that was doing it, and it was
It was fun.
yeah, it's all good. Hank says Otis screamed bloody murder when I picked him up to get him off the bed this morning. I don't know what's going on with him.
Oh, good.
Gonna watch him like a hawk today, see if he shows a foot hurting or something. Huh.
Oh,
Oh,
Poor little guy. Man, he just has troubles.
hopefully you just startled them.
Or he could just be I don't know.
That's
Anyway. Yeah, he could be just a little ornery. He's getting attention or something. Who knows?
I used to have a wiener dog, and very rarely do I ever go to bed before my husband. But if I did, he would like lay crossways in Gary's spot, so Gary couldn't lay down. And when Gary would come to bed, he'd growl at him, and I mean like snarl with his teeth. And Gary would have to wake me up to move my dog so that he could get into bed.
Oh God.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to touch this dog because I mean he would have bit him.
Oh my
I'm
God.
the only one that he wouldn't bite, And yeah, it was terrible. One time my daughter, when Amanda was little, a baby, she had RSV. Well, she was real sick, and I had worked midnight shift at the time when I worked at the casino, and my mom was babysitting her, and my mom sent my sister. Well, she tried calling me, and of course I sleep through everything, so she called my sister-in-law and told my sister-in-law to come over and get me, that we needed to take the baby to the emergency room. Well, my sister-in-law, I woke up with pencils and all kinds of stuff all over me because she couldn't get close to me because of this dog.
Oh my
The
God.
dog was like snarling at her. He was protecting me while I was sleeping. She finally got me awake, and then we took the baby to the emergency room, found out she had RSV, and she was in the hospital for like 7 days with it.
Oh my
Well, anyways, yeah, this dog was like crazy. His name was Peanut. He was so cute. And he loved me like you wouldn't believe, but boy, he hated everybody else. He was good with the babies. He would, my oldest daughter and my youngest, I mean, like when my youngest daughter was laying on the floor on the blanket, he would sit on the blanket with the baby and on the edge of the blanket, and he wouldn't let anybody near the baby. So, I mean, he was protecting the baby, Yeah, he was cute. Everybody else thought he was an asshole, but I thought he was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be mad at him.
Yeah. Sales let loose last night.
Oh, for you too?
Mm-hmm.
I only sold one thing yesterday.
Me too.
Between eBay and Posh, I think I got 3 on Poshmark, and I have 10 going out today.
Actually,
So-
I have 5.
Oh,
So that's great.
That's
If I could
awesome.
do that every
Yeah.
day, that would be so awesome. That would be amazing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Bridget.
I gotta get off these clothes. These clothes. I'm not listing on eBay. I'm listing on Poshmark with these stupid freaking clothes, and yeah, they're not selling. So yeah, I just have to get off clothing.
Are you
Somebody
sharing?
sent me
Are
a
you sharing
message.
your closet, Nikki?
I think so. Yeah.
Like,
Somebody this morning
like
posted a
once?
message. Yeah. Every few days. I don't know. I just do it when I think of it.
I think she's lying.
And somebody put a message on my cabbie sweater that I should take it off the mannequin, the male mannequin,
Whatever.
Oh,
because
don't
it
listen
makes it
to
look
them.
short.
Yeah.
Say, I'll take it off if you buy it.
Yeah. That'd be the only way.
It's like, well, I don't know what else to do with it. I suppose I could hang it on a hanger. I don't know. I don't know.
Don't listen
No.
to them. Don't listen to them.
No, just keep it on there.
Don't listen to what people say.
No.
People are dumb.
They're all dumb.
Everybody
I
else.
agree.
Tell them if they promise to buy it, you'll take a new picture.
That's right.
That's the bottom line.
Well, she
Where
was trying to help. I mean, she told me she loved the sweater. Her daughter had one just like it. It was a vintage sweater, blah blah blah, and it's a great sweater. Yada yada. I mean, so it was. She was trying to be helpful.
Hmm. Nikki, what would you do if somebody on eBay said, you should really take that picture in a different location? I don't like the background.
I probably would do it.
Really?
Yeah. I've had people message me before going, like if I didn't have certain keywords in there, they've messaged me, hey, you might be able to sell this better if you put these keywords in there.
Right.
And it's like, oh yeah, I didn't even think of those. I mean, even somebody that's been selling as long as me, sometimes we forget some certain keywords,
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And I went in and changed it, and yeah, I've done it before, nobody's ever complained about my pictures, but
Ha!
I'm better at taking pictures of hard goods than I am clothing.
Right. Me too.
You do pretty good though, Nikki. You do pretty good.
Howdy.
Hi,
Hi.
Todd.
Hi,
Good
Todd.
morning.
About time you get in here, Todd. Jeez.
Oh, he was over there talking to Michael Malloy.
Hmm.
Oh, was-
He's got to spread the love, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I
I'm
got
gonna start telling Michael Malloy he needs to start sending some money my way, sending all them resellers over there.
Mm-hmm.
Carol
Morning,
was
Tim.
trying to hook up Valerie with Michael.
Oh,
You're pimping her out too?
What?
that's
Michael,
what he was doing.
Michael he has wives.
Yeah, his head sister wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't quite understand all that, but yeah, he's got wives. He's good to go.
okay.
He's got wives?
Yeah, sister wives.
Really?
No,
Oh.
he calls all the women in his chat sister wives,
Oh, I'm like, what?
and his wife is his head living sister wife.
Oh, Lord.
Does she know that he
One
calls
time-
her that?
Yeah, one time he called her his sister wife, and she's like, "You need to stop calling me that." Guy's funny. He's hilarious. And then I've been watching his son, Gator the Legend or something. He is hilarious. I watch him a lot. I like him. Cute too. They just had a baby, and yeah, he's funny too. He's not as clean as Michael Malloy is, though. You know, he swears. His is age restricted, but he's funny. He does small tuber news, and he shouts people out. I've mentioned Valerie to see if he'd mention her on one of his videos, but I don't think he has yet. I haven't seen it anyways.
Huh.
But
Carol
of course,
said
it took him
Carol said
forever
that's
to
not
mention
his
his
son.
dad. Huh?
Carol said that's not his son.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Gator the Legend is, yeah. Yeah. Because the other night I was on there live, and I said, "Yeah," I said, I come over here from your dad, or from Michael Malloy's channel," and he said it in one of his videos that it was his dad, and then the other night when he was live, I said that I came over from Michael Malloy's channel, and he goes, "Michael Malloy, who's my dad?" Or I said, "I came over from your dad's channel," and he goes, "My dad's channel, who is Michael Malloy." Yeah, that's his dad.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Good morning, Swag Maven. Good morning, Tim. Magadoodle.
Come on, Carol, you're his general manager or whatever.
I hope everybody's having a good. It's Tuesday. I am going to lunch today with my mother-in-law.
Oh, nice.
Fine.
You haven't done that in a while, have you?
No. And she asked me yesterday, and I was like, "You better just go. You
Yeah.
better go." Even though I'm like, I've got so much
I know.
that I need to do, but you know, I just need to go.
You'll be glad you did.
Yeah. We're gonna go eat Chinese food.
Oh,
Once in a while, you got to take a break.
yeah.
I know.
Sometimes.
I yeah. If I feel like if I take a break though, like my whole day is shot.
Mhm.
That's the way that I
You're
feel.
playing catch up. That's how
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah, Carol, you definitely got me a few supporters. I'm determined to get her to 1,000. Yeah, next I'm gonna go into the jewelry detectives.
That's
Are you?
Yeah, she's gonna talk to Angie and get me on there. So we're gonna go on and see what we can rustle up. Shake those trees up over there.
Well, if you just go be a guest on one of those jewelry detective shows, you'll be in like Flint.
I just said that. Where have you been?
Go back to sleep.
Waking up.
Oh,
Literally just finished saying
Hey, Sally, your voice got awfully deep and southern.
but right there, that's a typical man. Right there.
That's usually what Sally does. I'll say something, and then all of a sudden Sally will say it. It's like, wow, good idea, Sally. I didn't think of it.
I know.
oh my gosh.
Maybe I just shouldn't say anything.
No, it was just a typical male response right there.
Well, I wasn't paying strict attention earlier, I guess.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Gwen gets that all the time.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Yeah. Who
What
is that?
is that?
Dog.
Sounds like Lugnut is.
Sounds like somebody's making breakfast.
No, it was a dog.
Oh, was it?
I thought it was.
Yeah,
Dog.
Brandon's fixing my the dogs.
Oh, he's making. Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
He's making breakfast.
Ah.
Sally, you're fading fast.
I know.
Lugnut growled like that, I'd smack him.
Deb,
right.
why are you telling on me?
I'll be right back.
Pretty easy to see.
Yeah.
It's okay. We understand.
Mm-hmm.
I have
You
my
need to get
glasses
some-
on so they could disguise me.
Yeah, they don't do a good job.
You need some of those like covers that go over your glass because we could still see your eyeballs.
Yeah. Poor thing. Get some sleep.
Yeah, you're gonna get some good sleep today.
Poor thing. She'll eat. She'll feel better after she eats.
Are you working
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah.
No, you're not working tonight.
No, I'm not working tonight.
No. I don't know. Crap.
Good night. Sally's already asleep.
Yeah.
Sally, you want to send me $1 million?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna send me $1 million?
There you go.
Dang it. Should have got it earlier. Poor thing. Oh.
I liked your haul, Bridget, from the dumpster.
Thank you. But it was kind of sucky because a lot of them didn't have pairs.
Yeah.
Matches.
Aw.
Well,
Well, I mean, I got probably about 25 pair, but still.
Yeah. She got a lot.
I wanted
But-
like 50.
you can still sell a one shoe. You
What?
know that.
I threw them all in the trash.
Why?
No,
'Cause
you
you have
you
people that have amputees that need one shoe. My sister,
I never thought of that.
yeah, she goes on eBay and buys. Those people will sell just that one shoe for amputees.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, the
if that's a
garbage
real-
man come yet, so I might go pick some ones out that are good. Like
Yeah.
there were Jordans in there. There were
Oh yeah,
Nike.
girl, you better go get them shoes out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
My
there's
luck, I'd get the shoe that the other foot was amputated.
Where you're a mess.
I think Todd needs to go to sleep with not with Sally, but you know.
He needs to go to sleep too.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute.
Hank, we don't even need to put that on the list.
Yeah, no, Hank, don't worry about it. Don't say nothing.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
That'll never happen. I couldn't handle it.
At least you're man enough to admit it. Oh, Hank, that's funny.
Oh gosh.
There she is.
I might have to watch that after the show.
Yep.
I don't need y'all to see me drooling.
Hank's biting her lip.
my friend gave me a bunch of stuff, 90s toys
Oh,
to
nice.
sell. I got
Oh, good.
this.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
So there's a color chain.
I'll be back. Bye.
That makes the bye, babe.
Bye. See you later. Have a good day.
That's cool.
Anyways, it makes the jaw go back and forth, moving the hitch. Yeah. I don't know what else it does. It takes batteries. I'll have to rig it up and see. I got a bunch of Mr. Potato Head parts. And then there's these one things, they look like Mr. Potato Heads almost, but they're little like this, and they basically don't have any arms or anything or any holes to put anything in.
Let's see
That was
him.
weird.
Let's see.
And but then they have they have like a little village thing that you put together, and that's where they live. I don't really
What?
understand it. And I don't remember them, so I'm gonna have to look them up and see, But and then he had a bunch of glowworms.
Oh.
And I'm talking like glowworms like this big, and they all have their own little sleeping bags.
Oh.
And a village also.
Cool.
So Yeah, there's a lot of them. Everything needs to be cleaned up because it's been sitting in a barn for 30 years.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you go.
Mm,
There's lots of work to do anyway.
yeah. That's all I need, right?
Well,
It's more. Why not?
more stuff, more money. There you
So
go.
much for those days off.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep list plugging along.
Let's see. At first, I thought you meant actual live bioluminescent worms that I heard sleeping bags. Maggie Doodle says, my mother had her leg amputated during a huge blizzard, and we drove clothing down to her in the hospital as the storm was starting in case we couldn't get there for a few days. We got all the way down there and had brought the wrong shoe.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I would have bought them both just in case.
Yeah.
It's got to make you feel awful.
Man. It's like, yeah, that would suck. That would suck. Let's see. Deb says my ex-mother-in-law got my oldest a glowworm, and after a few days she didn't want to sleep with it because it kept glowing and kept her awake. I could see that happening.
Yeah, especially the big ones. These are like little glow rooms like this, and they're like toys.
Mhm.
They're like, something the kid would play with.
Right.
My kids had glow worms when they were little.
Yeah.
And they liked them.
I think Julie had one. I don't remember if Tina had one or not, but what in the world is that?
She's mad.
Man.
That's a fuzzy dog.
What's he growling for?
I don't know.
Oh.
Go lay down.
You probably don't even know.
Go outside. Go outside and play. It's nice today. Go on.
I want to play nice.
That's where my dogs are. They're outside. Like, nope.
Funny.
So yeah, things are seems like things are kind of picking up. I've been listing a lot more. Trying to get at least 20. 20 is like my have to. And then, if there's time, then I can do, 10 more, but I'm just trying to keep up that, be consistent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But
That's how you build momentum.
that's it. That's right. That is exactly right. But I hear a car.
That's me, sorry.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I was like, who's going somewhere? Who's driving?
I'm always going somewhere. I'm going somewhere.
Driving.
I was wondering
Get on the road
what's
again.
Sally dancing to
Oh,
over there.
At least I'm not going nowhere. I'm going somewhere.
Yep.
I'm going places.
No one places. To the
No
store.
matter where you go, there you are.
That's right.
Yeah. So, little update on my. Were you busy talking about something else? I'm sorry.
Nope. Go for it.
My scrapping yesterday, I got $100 a ton yesterday.
Oh wow.
Which my husband said if I brought in cars, that would be even more. per ton, and I have 2 pickup trucks, my van, and another car, and another car. So 5 things, 5 vehicles to bring in. So I'm gonna hurry up, get them cleaned out, and bring them in.
Bring in what?
So
Vehicles.
did you get how many pounds did you have yesterday?
I only had like 1,400 pounds, so I only got like $70.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I got $100 a ton, which I didn't even get a ton, but that's a lot for what I brought in, because what I brought in was just like you would get just like the lowest price for,
Because it was dirty.
Yeah, because it was all mixed. It wasn't
Right.
separated. It wasn't, yeah. So so what I brought in yesterday, it was kind of the crap of the scrap, because we didn't pull anything out, and we didn't separate it or anything. So
Right.
like I say, that's the lowest of low prices that you can get. So for scrap. So if I brought in vehicles, that would be a lot higher than what I got yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hurry up and go home. I'm gonna go this week. I'm gonna take some parts off the cars that the scrapyard don't want anyways. And then I'm gonna bring them in. I got all 5 vehicles to bring in. So might as well make some zhang.
You have a car hauler to do that?
Yeah, I got a 32-foot gooseneck trailer.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I haul tractors. It's rated at like, I don't know, like 30,000 pounds or something that I can haul on it. It's a huge trailer. So, and then I've got car haulers too.
Yeah.
Car trailer.
Cool.
I have a car trailer. My dad has a car trailer. My nephew has a car trailer. I got plenty of trailers.
Yeah. So would you have to take them in like one at a time? The cars?
I think I can take a couple in at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think two cars would fit on my big trailer.
Yeah.
I think.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get
awesome.
you get a little money.
Mm-hmm.
I told Gary, I said, well, that'll give me a jump start on my building, my rent on my building, and starting my business. And he's like, well, I kind of would like to use it for a winch for my trailer. I'm like, no. An investment.
Well,
if you invest in my business, I will buy you a winch for your trailer.
well, and that's the thing too, is you've kind of put your business aside for, other things, like you didn't get your building built, and things have kind of went by the wayside, and you've done other things, and stuff's happened and everything. So it's your turn.
My turn.
You need to push that, I think.
No.
But
which my building is still laying in my yard.
Right.
Disassembled.
Right.
Bought the building. I bought it.
Yeah.
Got it.
With my hard-earned money.
Now somebody needs to put it up.
Now he's talking about putting it up for him if I get that other building. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I said, if you put that building up, I'm going to smack you. I'm going to let it lay there and rot.
Yep. Yep.
I'd rather see it. I'd rather see it lay there and rot than him put it up for him.
Or sell it. Or sell it.
Or sell it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie Doodle says, I had my first unauthorized PayPal transaction thingy the other day. I had a sale. The buyer messaged me with a small address change. I changed the address and shipped. Then I got an email from the buyer, filed a PayPal case. I provided tracking information, but it's still under review. thinking I changed the address for him. I'm shit out of luck.
Oh.
But the thing is, you know, they do say sometimes that if there, as long as there's messages within the eBay system pertaining to that,
Yeah.
you know.
It doesn't protect you on PayPal though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's just eBay.
Yeah. You can usually get it passed by eBay, but yeah, PayPal, it doesn't help you on PayPal.
Okay. Well,
if they were to start a case on PayPal.
Yeah. Was it? Hopefully, it wasn't too expensive.
Why did they say something? What happened? No, I didn't hear the whole thing.
Well, after they made the buyer messaged her with the small address change,
Yeah.
and then so she changed it and she shipped it.
Yeah.
And then they opened a case. I got an email from that buyer. They filed a PayPal case. I provided tracking information. But how can they? I don't understand that. How can they file a PayPal case if it's still being shipped?
What I would do is, it hasn't been delivered yet?
I don't know.
Because if it's been delivered and they open a case, what I would do is I would call eBay. And there's a number, I know it's been like over a year since I've done this, so it may not work, but I would call eBay and explain to them what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they can see in those messages that there was a small change in the address. Now, what is she talking about small change? Is it like they had the address, but they didn't have like the apartment number? Or is it like a complete big difference in address? Or what is the difference, I wonder?
I don't
Because
know.
I mean, like if it's just a small change, like, oh, it was on this street, but they didn't have the number of the apartment or whatever,
Right.
or something like that, I could see, I don't see her having an issue.
Yeah. But they're saying that they didn't authorize the payment.
Oh, it's a chargeback.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would fight that through PayPal. You can call eBay. eBay has some kind of a reference number or something with every case that PayPal can look up saying that it was shipped.
Mm-hmm.
So if you call eBay and get that number, I think you can call PayPal and give it to them. And
Wow.
She said it's the same. It was the same address, just the suite number was changed.
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think she's going to have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Call eBay. Call eBay. Tell them what's going on because they'll give you a certain reference number, or at least this is what they used to do. I haven't had to call in a long time, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But before, what I've done before for something like this was I called eBay. They gave me a certain reference number. I called PayPal with that number, and PayPal closed the case.
Yeah.
And I think I told Todd this information one time, and he called I think it was Todd. He called PayPal, and PayPal said that they would look into it or whatever, and it still had to be under review.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not happen instantly like it did for me, but yeah, it should. I thought it was Todd that I gave that information to.
Yeah, I've had that happen before, and I think they made me whole, and I don't remember what they did with the buyer.
Yeah.
Um,
Usually with chargebacks, though, if PayPal proves that you sent it, usually what happens with chargebacks, because they don't want to deal with banks and credit card companies, they'll just let both of you keep your money.
Right.
Most of the time.
I won't change an address after purchase anymore.
No.
I'll never do it again.
No.
Yeah.
Because you lose protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
So
well, hopefully, because it was just a suite number, hopefully it won't hurt her. But
yeah.
Yeah. So since then, I've had 2 or 3 people I've had to say, no, I'll lose my seller protection. We can cancel the order, and you can rebuy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fix your stuff, and then rebuy it, and then all will be good.
And if it's a legit customer, they'll generally rebuy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, like in the day when we're just going to be dealing with eBay, this is one thing, one reason why some of the changes that eBay is making as far as this goes, where we won't be dealing with anybody but eBay. In this instance, it would be good to be just dealing with eBay. You know what I mean? Because eBay can go into that message, see that the buyer wanted to change their address, and everything would be good. You know? And I think that's why usually PayPal is easier to deal with than eBay is. Usually the PayPal customer service representatives are way better than eBay representatives.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had way more luck talking to PayPal than I have with eBay. But in this instance, eBay is going to have to look at those messages and see that they wanted to change the address. So I think you might need eBay's backing on this one. So that's why I'm saying you should call eBay first and then call PayPal.
Right.
See if eBay can do anything as far as I don't know if they can. I know they gave me one time the certain reference number or whatever, and they told me to give that to PayPal and everything will be good. So, and then I would go on to PayPal and call them. Now, when I call PayPal, I demand that they get it taken care of right away, and I've always had luck with that. I've always gotten everything taken care of right away. But other people have called and they make them wait and whatever, so I don't know, but I've never had a problem with that. But
That's all.
it should work out though. If it was just a suite number, I think PayPal should be able to work it out, I hope. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like Todd said, I wouldn't change addresses. I won't change addresses for anybody anymore after I found out that you lose your PayPal protection.
It's too iffy. It's too.
Because it's always worked with eBay when they've come back and said, "Oh, I didn't get my stuff," and it's always worked with eBay. When you call eBay, they're like, "Yep, I see it in the messages. You're good to go." But yeah, when you're dealing with PayPal, because I'm pretty sure I don't think PayPal has access to our messages anymore after they split with eBay. I mean, they've got access to some information on eBay, but I don't think the messaging system they still have. That's why I'm saying you should probably call eBay first and see if they can give you some sort of reference number or something for eBay or for PayPal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would never tell you to call eBay first because PayPal is way easier to deal with. And you might even try that. Call PayPal first and see what they're going to say. Ask them, hey, is this going to be okay? Or do I need to get you some information or whatever? But then even if PayPal says, no, you don't need to get us, or if they say, oh, we don't care, we're just going to close this in the buyer's favor, then I would call eBay and say, hey, I explained to them and get that reference number or whatever they have that they can give you, and then call PayPal back again.
Yeah. Very true.
Hopefully it turns out good for her. I hate that.
Yeah, me too. That sucks. You try to be nice to a buyer and then they end up screwing you. And a lot of times buyers just need to be reminded that this was an eBay transaction. Sometimes they're really not trying to screw you. Because sometimes it doesn't pop up I think on credit card statements, I don't think it'll pop up as eBay. I don't remember. Somebody told me one time that on some statements it doesn't show up as an eBay. It shows up as like your business name or something, your store name or something. And then they're looking at it going, I didn't buy anything from the store,
Right.
And so yeah, sometimes buyers just need to be reminded that, hey, you did buy this from me. It's just coming up as the wrong name. Because I have had buyers that have done chargebacks and they had messaged me, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't realize
Get you a drink.
You okay?
Coughing
Don't
over
turn
there.
your camera off. We need to see if you're okay.
Gonna go doctor?
You go to the doctor?
Shut your mouth, Sally.
Shut your hormones, Janet.
Go see the doctor today.
No. Oh, man.
Keep us posted on what happens there, Maggie.
Yeah, definitely.
We'd like to know. Because like I said, it's been so long since I've dealt with it. My information is kind of old information, so but hopefully it works.
Yeah, it'd be good to know. I'll be back in just a few.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and Nissa
We'll
says
hold the fort down for you.
she says she's getting boned by a new buyer right now too. So it seems like we're having a lot of those, like new buyers that get on there and just you know trying doing different things. And I don't know if it's so much that they don't know like how to handle the returns, like because if you go in there to do a return, you think it's one thing, and they're just trying to get it back to you. You're not realizing that it does affect how things get sent back or who has to pay for shipping back or whatever. So, but
if you stop and think, if you were new to eBay, if you weren't selling on eBay and you were new to eBay, stop and think about how difficult this stuff might be. I mean, if you stop and think about how many people out there do not have a printer?
Right.
You know, I mean, that's why Amazon in a way is really good for their returns, because you can actually you can pay an extra $1, go to UPS, and they'll print the label for you.
Yeah.
For the return, you know.
I had a lady like that tell me before. She had a return back or tried to have a return back in Christmas, and she would never, like, she wasn't shipping it out. And she was, well, I don't have a printer to ship it out. I was like, well, you can go to the post office, or not go to the post office. We go to the library or to the UPS store, and you can print, go to your email and print it out there. You know, it was just one of those things. And it's like, okay, you're the one that's wanting to do the return. I can't send you something that's going to cost me more. And then plus I'm paying for shipping back. It was like, you got to figure it out, honey, because you decide you didn't want it no more.
Or but even if they went and sent it back retail, stop and think about the last time you went to the post office before it was a normal daily thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't even go. I mean, I stop and think about, if I wasn't an eBay seller, I would never go to the post office, hardly ever.
Right.
Because you don't even have to go to the post office to buy stamps anymore. You can buy them at gas stations, at Walgreens, at Super One, or the grocery store, So yeah, I mean, if you stop and think about these new buyers, I mean, they have no clue.
Yeah. And hers, she's saying hers was, he opened it up saying it was the wrong item sent, but it was the right item, it just didn't fit him. And I think he was probably in his head thinking maybe it was, wrong item because it doesn't fit my foot, or something like that. And they just don't realize when you've got to put in the right description. It wasn't the wrong item. It was the right item. It just didn't fit you correctly because probably you didn't look at the measurements or you didn't look at something in the details because, honey, I have to do that all the time. And it's like, I put enough description in there, especially now, just so you'll see what's going on. If you didn't see it, it's because you didn't read. That's, I don't know what to tell you on that part. Reading's fundamental.
That's something that you want to message the buyer about.
Yes.
Because sometimes you can get them to say, well, yeah, it's the right item, but it didn't fit.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling her yesterday. Just reach out to him and say, hey, look, it was the right item, but unfortunately sometimes because not every shoe, it's like clothes. Not every, you might buy the same shoe, but the different styles fit differently. Yes. And it's the same as pants, and that's what I was telling her yesterday. Just message him and let him know that, this is how, it was the right item. They just probably didn't fit you the way that you're used to. And if you can go, would you do mind going there changing it so I can approve this process, and then you go forward that way, And it's just one of those things you've got to reach out to them sometimes and talk to them. And sometimes they'll understand. Sometimes you'll get those, crappy ones that want to be turds. But
sometimes then you just have to eat it.
Yeah. And then just kind of move on with them sometimes. But it's just, I think it's the nature of the beast.
It's worth a try, though, because they give you X amount of days to approve the return. So it's worth a try to get them to message you back, saying, yeah, well, really, it wasn't fitting. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the best thing to do is just contact them.
Mm-hmm.
They're crappy turds. Yeah, they're crappy turds.
before you accept the return.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would
Once
contact.
you accept the return, it's really hard to get eBay to be on your side once you accept the return.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see. The Saint says no more buying until everything's listed. I keep saying that too.
Good luck with that.
Good luck. And Mary's in here. Hey, Mary, Cindy, and Glenn. Sally, you awake over there? Did you eat yet?
Mm-mm.
You better go
eat. When she eats, she's gonna be out. Full belly.
Well, sometimes it wakes me up.
Oh yeah, it puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
If I'm tired, yeah.
Yeah, Debbie. Even used clothes, they get stretched out or shrink and stuff. So that's why the measurements are always, good. But a lot of them don't read them. That's the crazy part too. But
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta eat them. Morning, Stephen.
Morning, Stephen. You don't see him very much anymore. He doesn't come around that much anymore. Busy with his dad.
Busy. Bridget, are you packing today?
I only have a few more left to do.
Oh, okay.
I had 15. I'm not going to say only anymore. Nikki yelled at me.
I know, we don't feel sorry for you. I need you to send your listing fairies over to my house, Bridget, please. Can I borrow them?
Well, yesterday she's like, yeah, I only sold like 46 this weekend. And then she's like, but yesterday was really slow. And I'm like, well, we don't really feel sorry. I only got 6 yesterday. And I'm like, you just said you were sending out 46 packages from the weekend or 48 or whatever it was. I said, nobody feels sorry for you that you only had 6 sales on Sunday.
I don't know. She's got a lot in that store, man. I'm like, oh, Lord, girl. Like, you gonna listen. Oh, you have that. I need that person over here, please. I'm lucky if I can get 3 up there today. I get so sidetracked, though. And now I got this stupid jewelry sitting here. And I'm like going,
Yeah, my jewelry goes under my bed. I'll do that later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to set it to the side because I got like totes of hats and we went yard selling this weekend. My husband started looking at hats and said, if you pick up a hat, I'm cutting your damn hand off. So sick of them. I got like 50. Like, ugh.
And Bridget, I know what you're saying though. On your daily totals, yeah. If one day is like hardly any, it's like, oh man, that sucks,
Right, when you're used to a certain amount every day.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
You can complain about your sales. We won't feel sorry for you, but
we'll listen to you though. We won't feel sorry for you if you want sympathy.
We'll listen to you.
I don't know. Your store's beef, so you got a lot of stuff in there. You get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna, once I get this pile of stuff that I have here done, I'm gonna start sorting through my inventory.
That was back when I was selling those big manufacturing machines. And my husband would be like, how many did you sell today? Oh, I only sold 1. He's like, only 1 item? I was like, yeah, it was $8,000 though. Oh,
Can't really complain about that.
No.
So nowadays, he's like, how much did you make today? He usually doesn't ask for totals anymore.
We had 2. Look, we did pretty good yesterday. Not on eBay. We did local sales. We sold our last drum set and our big Yamaha piano and stand. We made $500 something within 15 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I'll take that.
Yes.
It's okay, eBay. That's all right.
When I sold my Power Wagon, I sold it locally, and eBay was sucky bad. I didn't sell hardly anything that day, but I made $800 that day.
Yeah.
Any way you can make the money.
Yeah. That's how you have to do it too.
Oh, there's a hornet.
Whatever works.
Well, see, Facebook Marketplace, because he said that's his favorite place. Usually, it doesn't do good for me, but lately it's been picking up. So I'll take it.
Yeah. Hi, Jim and Tara.
I heard Jim and
Hey,
Tara.
guys.
Hey.
Hey. Ringo, you're making too much noise.
Sally going night again.
Uh-oh. Sally, wake up. Wake it up.
Uh-oh, Sally's drifting off.
You need
Good night, Sally.
You're going to send me $1 million, right, Sally?
Mm-hmm. Coffee going on.
Go take a nap.
Yes, go take a nap, love.
I just need to stretch.
No, you don't.
I need to stretch.
Just sleep for a few hours if you don't have to.
Go lay in bed and stretch and
see what happens.
Sleep. Get your 4 hours in. You'll be good to go for a while.
Yeah. You'll be up by 2:30.
Yeah. Then you can.
You have
and you got the whole night. Do whatever you need to do.
The later you go to bed, the later you'll wake up.
Yep.
Mike Todd.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I want to stay up.
You can't stay up though because you're sleeping, sitting up.
You're sleeping.
I have another useful thing to talk about.
Sally.
Okay.
It looks like she's drunk.
A saving money thing. You know the
I'm
McDonald's,
stretching.
you know the McDonald's app?
Yeah.
McDonald's has an app and they have coupons on there. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. They have coupons on there like this morning. Now they have a thing on at my McDonald's that's 2 sandwiches for $4. Well then on my app I had a coupon for a free hash brown.
Oh.
And I thought, well, I might as well use it for a free hash brown, right?
Yeah.
And it says excludes $1, $2, and $3 meals and combo meals. The regular combo, the value meals. Well, anyway, this is a 2. They're running 2 for $4 or whatever. And so when she scanned my coupon on the app, it came up instead of owing the $4.22 for the 2 sandwiches and free hash brown. It came up as I owed him $7 and some cents because it took away the 2 for $4 to give me that promotion. I'm like, well, I'm going to save more if you give me the 2 for $4. I said that hash brown would have cost me like $3 or $4.
Right.
So be careful when you're using those apps. Sometimes when they have other specials going on, it'll come up as because there's a lot of times when I'm at the cash register or in the drive-through, and I won't even listen to what they're saying. I just give them my card or give them a bunch of cash, and you don't process it, right away until later. But it wasn't because she mainly said, "Hey, this is going to cost you $7 now. Are you sure you want to do this?"
Right.
And I was like, no, because then that would make the hash brown cost me like $3 or $4. Cheaper hash brown for $3 or $4.
Yeah,
right.
The only reason why I was getting it was because it was free,
Well, I mean, they couldn't do that in two separate transactions.
No, because the special was 2 for $4 for sandwiches, and then the free hash brown was when you purchase a sandwich, you get a free hash brown.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Was it the good McDonald's or the bad McDonald's?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, because probably that worker at that bad McDonald's like, yeah, I recognize this lady.
No. You guys are exaggerating just a bit.
No, I'm standing there like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying it in front of this worker. And it's right. He did look like the guy from Harold.
All I said was that McDonald's is getting just as expensive as the sit-down restaurants or the family or something.
Yeah,
I said, right?
I don't go to this McDonald's because this isn't the good McDonald's.
Actually, no, I've eaten there about maybe 5 times since I seen you, and they're actually getting better.
Well, maybe they
So,
heard you that day.
Maybe
Like we better step our game up.
I think corporate.
That
I think
popular
corporate,
picker says we were sucky.
They used to have the attitude of, no, we own this McDonald's ourselves, separately from the other McDonald's, so we don't have to do what McDonald's says. And I think probably the franchise probably busted down on them, and now they got to change their act.
Could very well be.
Yep.
Because it was bad. I mean, it was gross.
Our local one is owned by a company that's down towards like West Bend, north of Milwaukee. They own several of them. They own this one. They went through and remodeled it, so it's better now. But like last year, I mean, I don't like going in there where I got like flies buzzing around me in the lobby and stuff. I'm like, yeah, because those flies are like sitting on food and stuff,
Yeah. In your defense, flies are everywhere right now.
That's true, and it's that time of year where they're coming in buildings because they're looking to hibernate already.
Yeah.
But But then do something. But when I see you when you're doing the McFlurry and there's a garbage can there, and you have to contort your body to reach over the mountain of garbage, just get rid of the fucking garbage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Because that isn't going to help your fly problem if you're all your receptacles are full of garbage.
Yeah.
And see, this is why I don't, because you could see back in the kitchen at McDonald's. Yeah. And I went there one morning and I saw a lady putting together breakfast sandwiches without rubber gloves on, and that totally freaked me out.
Yep.
I mean, that totally just freaked me out. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, I don't want to get hepatitis A or something.
Mm-hmm. This McDonald's used to be like that, and then they remodeled just a few months ago, and now it's
I would say since ours remodeled, it seems better, but after that it still sort of scares me.
Sure.
I just try not to think about it.
Well, I don't think about it, but when you're at the counter and you're looking right down that hallway where they're putting the food together, I'm like, lady, you forgot your gloves on. I mean, I hope you just didn't go to the bathroom or something. Please put your gloves on, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I hope you remember to wash your hands.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's the thoughts that are going through my head. I can't help it. I don't look for it, but if it presents itself in front of me, the thoughts go in my head.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I know if you stop and think about how many times you're in a public restroom and how many people do not wash their hands, it's like,
oh my God. We had a neighbor lady here who she was very active. She was 73 years old. I found out she passed away. I'm like, oh my God, what happened to her? She got hepatitis A. I'm like, well, what's hepatitis A? I knew what hepatitis C is. Hepatitis A is you get it from not washing your hands and food that has some kind of fecal contamination in it. I'm like, oh my God, because I know she was always eating at Wendy's and stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. Anyway, no offense to Wendy's, but
no one will ever eat at Wendy's again.
I don't know. It scared me. I don't want to she got hepatitis A. She'd gotten it so bad she needed a liver transplant. Of course, didn't make the liver list, and then she ended up dying or whatever. But yeah, that scares me.
Summer ain't listening.
Tara, Nissa wants to know how far are you from West Bend?
I am 4 hours.
3 hours?
4.
4. Ooh.
Yeah. West Bend would be 45 minutes north of Milwaukee, roughly.
Wow.
Because I used to go to a lot of horse shows down in Hartford and that. That's about 4 hours from me.
Oh, cool. Now, how close are y'all to Chicago? Y'all very far from Chicago?
Oh, that'd be about 6 hours south of me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 6 hours for me too. 6 or 8 hours.
Yeah, I would say you're farther because you're farther north than me.
Hours.
Yeah, you're part of the state. The part of the state Nikki's in goes up, so she's actually farther north. She's northwest of me, but it goes up, so she's more north than I am.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm on the lower side of the north part of the state.
Because we're talking about going to Chicago next year. My husband's from.
We
may make a little road trip and come visit some people.
Cool.
We had to come hang out with y'all.
There you go. Well, I hope I'm not here next year, but you're still welcome to see me wherever I'm at.
I'll find you. She's like, I'm moving. She's talking about coming up here.
Quick, Jim, let's go.
And if you're planning on not meeting me somewhere and actually coming here, Make sure it's in the summertime because you do not want to be here in the cold.
Oh no, yeah, it would be summer. Yeah, it would never be in the winter or anything.
Because it gets freaking cold.
That's it. Yeah, I told my husband I ain't going in no at winter time. Nope. I want to go like May or June. I'm good.
Oh, Sally again.
Mm?
Sally,
Sally
Sally,
came at night.
who got the cha-ching?
Mm.
I heard a cha-ching out there.
Me
What,
too.
Sally?
It wasn't me.
Was that you? Sally.
It was me.
Oh wow! See, that didn't even hardly wake her up. You are tired, girl.
Go your butt to bed.
Yeah.
I've
Good
got
night,
Sally
Sally.
clicked.
It's just
Sally
a
clicked on
pain.
the chat, but she's so entertaining to watch.
I know. She's playing to the music over there.
What does it mean?
It's just a payment for something that sold last night.
Well, at least they paid. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Payment's always good.
Hank said you're doing the bobblehead and now your whole body's swaying. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sally, you need to go to bed or I'm going to block you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's serious now.
You in trouble.
Yeah, she brought out the big guns.
She gonna put you in timeout.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
She's better not.
Oh, really?
Oh Lord.
Oh, no. That's like a double dog dare you right there.
They're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Bye, Sally.
Let me see here.
Night
Bye,
night.
Sally.
Bye, Sally.
Yeah, Sally, go to bed.
Like I don't wanna.
You're grounded. Go to bed.
I know.
That's how I feel.
Do you know, like when you go and lay your head down, you are going to be put your mask on. You're going to be out.
Yep.
You're gonna be.
Yeah.
I know that's when I make my cha-chings, Joanne's when I'm sleeping. So I'll take a nap if you won't.
Yeah. I'll sleep and make money at the same time. No problem doing that.
I gotta hurry up and get through binge. I gotta hurry up and get through binge watching Orange is the New Black new season because I stayed up till 2:00 in the morning watching that damn show.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't get home until like I don't know, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, and then I turned it on, which was a mistake, and
it's so good though.
I had to be up at 5 this morning.
I haven't I haven't watched that. I just can't for some reason I can't get into that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I can't.
Yeah, I never could either.
Yeah.
The last season kind of drove me nuts, like I said yesterday on my show. That they just dragged that riot on way too long, I think. But yeah, it's better this season though, because now the girls are in max. They're not in minimum security anymore. They're maximum security.
Ooh, they got bumped up, huh?
Yeah.
So how long does that gal like have to be in prison?
She's in there 9 more months, she says right now. So.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to well, it would be Hiawatha and have lunch, and then I'm gonna go to Walmart, and I may go ahead. I don't know. I'm kind of kicking around the idea of just buying some paint, but some paint and some stuff to paint my my background.
Paint
I don't
for
know.
what?
for my where I take my pictures, my picture taking area.
Why you want to paint your background?
Because I want it to be white.
Boring white.
I don't like it. I mean, I don't like the thought of having a white background, but apparently you get a lot more. You get higher on the search if it's white.
Yeah.
Is this
white
Google Pay or
background.
Google search picks it up if it's white background.
Right.
You know
And
what I do?
And eBay is asking for white. What do you do, Tara?
Jim uses that foam board for packing. I just use this foam board, and then if it starts looking dingy, I switch it out, and he uses it for packing, and I go get a nice new sheet, and it costs like they're $5 a sheet, and I cut them in half for my background. So, I mean, they're cheap and they're white when you know. The only thing is sometimes like if I'm listing like small engine parts, then I end up having to switch them out because they'll get like engine dust on them and stuff. But
Yeah.
it was good, and you don't have to f around like painting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for stuff like that, I use those trifold poster boards from the dollar store, and then I put my little stuff on there too, and you can use that as a white background
Is Valerie, is your problem because you got the full size mannequin and you want to have it so it covers like
good?
Yeah, I mean,
because like
I've already got something white for my hard goods, but I need something for my mannequin. I need a background for my mannequin.
Well, those sheets that she's talking about would be good because they're big sheets and you can just set it up behind your mannequin.
This foam sheet I'm talking about 4x8 for $5.
Get it?
Paint.
But I don't know. Number one, I don't know how I would get that in the truck. And I don't have a like Home Depot or Menards or anything like that. I don't have that close to me.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I could buy that at Walmart.
Yeah, I don't. My Walmart doesn't have it. I have to go to Menards.
Why don't you just hang up a sheet? Tack a sheet to your wall.
Yeah, that's so tacky though.
Why? It's a clean sheet.
I just want something very, very clean, very, I just
buy a brand new sheet.
What about the white rolls of
buy a brand new sheet?
Well, I have sheets. I have white sheets, but I don't know.
What about a white roll?
I will agree with you on that, Valerie. It looks like a sheet hanging on the wall behind the mannequin.
Yeah.
I don't know why the way it lays or whatever. You still could say, "Oh, that's a sheet on the wall."
Yeah. I mean, basically, what I could do is I could try it and just like tack it down really well, steam it, get all the wrinkles out of it.
Yeah.
I could try that and see if that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I don't know.
I say buy a brand new one because then there's no. It's very crisp. It's not wimpy. It's still starchy, and then if you pinned it up tight, it wouldn't look that bad. I don't think.
Okay.
Probably be cheaper than paint. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What is your background made of? I mean, is it going to be that easy to paint?
Yeah, it's easy.
Of course, you could just get some spray paint.
No, I'm not doing spray paint.
Why?
No.
I hate brush painting. I spray paint everything.
Yeah, spray paint. Spray paint fills it out really good.
No.
Oh.
I agree with you on this too, Valerie. I can't spray paint for me. I do it too thick and it runs, or you can see the lines for me.
Yeah.
Really?
And the other thing is,
I know how to spray paint.
Totally screw that up.
And the other thing is, I get high as shit on it too.
Oh, I love that.
So you don't do it inside; you do it outside, ding-a-ling.
She's talking about doing it in her house. Where the heck is she gonna spray?
Do it out in her yard.
But then
What
she's
am I
thinking
gonna?
about doing
What
the
am I gonna
wall.
spray paint?
She's spray painting, or she's painting the wall, not her
Oh,
background.
the wall itself. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. All right, yeah, don't spray paint it.
Go to Walmart, get you some
I
black.
thought she was taking her background that she had bought
That's what I was
and
thinking.
wanting to paint that.
Get you
No.
some
Sorry.
flat paint, because that's what I did. I got the flat paint, and the main reason for the white background and eBay and the whole thing of why it's so searchable is because websites use them now, and everybody's going to the mobile shopping. And with white background, it picks it up better, and then with the coloring of your wording, it picks it up better, so people are able to see it. So that's the whole reason, and it's searchable easy. It's not that eBay uses it more or Poshmark uses it more. It's more of your search engines and what they pick up better, and plus mobile. It's crisp is what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So are you saying like these people that use like the wood grain backgrounds and like the brick backgrounds and stuff, they shouldn't have did that?
Yeah.
Well, they really shouldn't have, as far as with the way that technology is going and everybody's going to mobile apps. It's for the ATM, and it's basically it's the power of the default is basically what they call it. And it defaults to that white background and sees that darker color, and it's that dark on light, so it stands out better. Is all that it is. So it makes it a little easy searchable for them.
The biggest problem is they've been telling us for 2 years that they want white backgrounds for Google search. And people have been not taking that and using that. Now all of a sudden they're making it like, hey, you really got to use this. Now everybody's like, oh my God, I got to use a white background. It's like they've been telling you this for a couple of years now. That it's better searchable on Google search if you have a white background.
What if you have a white item?
Then you can use you can use that black background, and that white's going to stand out. It's just a contrast thing. It just contrasts better with that dark on white, and if you got white on dark, then it's going to contrast that way.
Right.
And all it is for it's more mobile, and it's just more of a default of what the internet or what the system uses, the HTMLs, the websites, and all that stuff. That's all that it really is. And if you Google it, it'll tell you on there that that's what a lot of them use, like e-commerce. Our website is on e-commerce, and that's one of the biggest things they tell us to use too on there. Because my husband had talked to a lot of the technical guys, and he says if you have anything that's a different color, he goes, I suggest using white. It's easier for mobile searches, and it's easier for on the eyes, I guess, for the HTMLs and all that stuff. So that's why we're putting a lot of ours on there with white. So
yeah,
but they've been they've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. But are they talking about? This is my only question. I'm gonna sound ignorant. Are they talking about it now after eBay opened more or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've been hearing
They did that last year after eBay opened too. Everybody came back from eBay open. Oh my God, we got to start using white backgrounds now. It's like for like the last year, eBay's been telling you need to start using white background, or they recommended you use white backgrounds for Google search. And last year at eBay Open, they're all like, oh my God, this is new news. And it's like, no, it's not. They've been telling you for like a year to do it.
Yeah, I think because it takes less data.
It does. It's easier.
And it makes everything look better with how everything's they want everything uniform and it just looks better. And
if you use the palm of your hand for your background, that takes more data.
Yeah. And I was kind of fighting the power at first and not doing my white background like I was supposed to at first. When they very first started saying, hey, use a white background. And well, then I did a white background on some of the stuff to see how it looked. And of course, I didn't want to retake the pictures, so I uploaded those. And my niece was looking through my store one day, and she's like, I really like that white background. It really looks nice. And I was like, all right, guess I'm going to go to a white background now. You know?
See, I've always used a white background just because of laziness. It's what was the easiest for me to do.
Yeah. And the wood, like the wood stuff will come up like on Google searches. That's not really as far as the grainy stuff and the white. It's easier. Like when I'm on my mobile app, it's going to pull up on there a lot easier, and it's going to be crisp for someone to see it, and it's more detailed. And you do have to do what works for you. I mean, you don't have to buy into the hype or whatever. We did it because we went with e-commerce for our website, and that was one of the ones that he told us. He goes, it's just, and he explained to us why. So it was okay. Well, for our business sense and for our stuff to be seen for mobile apps and to be crisper and less the data and the HTML, that's what we decided to go with. And it's worked with me so far. But I mean, you have to do what works for you as your business. I like the wood background, but I mean, that's just, you have to do what works right for you.
Right.
Yes, and it does wash it out with white clothes. So
I don't know. Yeah.
But somebody was saying those, I think it was Alana was saying those white roll shades, those roll up shades. That I guess they use those, and a lot of people use those too. And you'll be able to clean them off too when they get dirty.
I was thinking about starting to use those.
Because they have like the vinyl. Well, that's what I bought at the auction. Actually, the last time I went to the auction, I bought those. They were like an advertisement for like a conference or something, and they had the big thing that you can put on the easel and stuff like that. Well, I just took the big thing, I cut the shade, and then I put that. So that's like where my my hard goods. That's where I'll take my pictures for my hard goods. So that's white. But I need to get this figured out because the background that I have, it's okay, but I want something a little more uniform. I'm not satisfied with it.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied with it. So I just need to figure something else out.
Yeah. And, I mean, you just have to, and I would move. Like I said, I was telling Nissa the other day, it's like the square photos. It's like you can't really do the square photos against a flat background. So I did the corner shots, and that makes it easier because it cuts out that bleed, So, and it took me a little bit to do those. And I moved my little mannequin, Bertha, wherever she's at. I move her around multiple times and take pictures just to get what I'm looking for. And I do that with the same with like the white background and the different colors. It's just you have to tweak it. I mean, and it's an online business, so we're ever changing just like everybody else. So you just have to change with the times and do what's right for your business, But
yeah.
I mean,
hey, Lori.
You'll find it.
Hello.
Hey, Lori.
So you bought the flat paint. You didn't buy the semi-gloss or anything like that. You just bought the flat.
Yeah, because that way, if I had the lights on there, I won't get that shine back.
You won't get the glare. Okay. All right.
But then, of course, it's harder to clean.
Yeah, it is, but there better not be. It better not need to be clean because there ain't nobody better be up here.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have kids or fingerprints or anything.
Unless they buying something.
It should be fine.
Yeah, and like my dogs don't come up here. My dogs can't walk up the stairs, so I don't have to worry about them either going over there. So I don't. If I need, I'll dust it down like with one of those little dusty things just to make sure there's nothing on there that feeds through.
Yeah.
But I like the semi-gloss too, though. I like that, but I was worried about that feedback on that light and that flash.
Yeah,
that was my thing. So
yeah,
I did flat, but you can buy the different. You can buy the little samplers, and that's kind of what I did. I buy the little samplers, and I would like paint them on there, and then take a picture just to see the feedback on it. But that's just what I did. I don't live 60 miles from Walmart either.
Right. Well, Walmart's the closest thing that I have to like a big box store, and it's 25 miles. It's not. So I can go to Walmart, and that's no problem. But like any other improvement place, that's just not applicable for me. It's just not gonna, it's not gonna happen. So
your little hardware store doesn't sell paint?
They might, but I'm going that way anyway today.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I do things. Is like if I have some, if I'm going there, like I might stop by the thrift store today. I've got a little list of things that I can do since I'm going that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just.
Well, you're as bad as me up here. I'm 30 miles from Walmart, but thankfully at Walmart they also have Menards in that town and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, and our hardware store, if you bought a gallon of paint at our hardware store, I mean, you better go. You better go to the bank first for a home equity
Oh,
loan.
yeah.
You can buy like 3 gallons of paint at Walmart for the price of 1 gallon here. So
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot more expensive. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
you think it's like you're in Hawaii or something.
So, yeah, I'll probably do the paint and just, just do it. I mean, it's just a small area, so it's not going to take that much. I would say I'd be happier with that.
Yeah.
Well, we'd be setting up and cleaning up longer than it takes to do it.
Yeah.
Joanna, we did our website off of e-commerce. We haven't sold anything off it yet. We're still trying to promote it, I guess you could say, because promoting a website is kind of not easy. You have to spend money to make money, I guess, and I just don't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
But the husband messes with that. That's his little forte. So
You're doing that on social media a lot more.
yeah, he's been pushing it through Facebook and Instagram. So
'Cause I haven't seen it.
Huh?
I don't think I've seen it come up on social media.
I have to have him look at it again because he's been pushing. We just bought like a little $15 little package where it pushes like every 4 hours. So I don't know how well it's working. We've been having a few extra visitors because we have all our links in our link frog.
Mhm.
So anytime we share on Instagram or anything, we always push that too. So
Yeah.
we're trying to get it over there. We've been getting a few visitors, but it's just kind of it's just taking a little time. We really ain't had it but 3 months so far.
Mm.
So yeah, I have to do a video on it.
Yeah. And you said that how are you doing with your free returns? Are you guys still doing that?
We're still doing it. We haven't had any returns yet. Thank God, knock on wood. We had a guy that did get one of our paintball guns, and he just got it within that hour, and he didn't charge the battery, so he was wanting to do a return, but we kind of walked him through everything, so that kind of nixed that. But so far, we ain't had no returns yet.
Sally.
She's still here?
Yeah, I hit her from the broadcast.
Yeah, she did. Okay, I'll try that.
Sally, you need to go to bed.
Yes, she does.
Okay. All right. At least her picture's off now, so. She's stubborn.
Yeah, she is. I'm not going to tell her what to do.
I know.
Must run in the family.
I am not that way. I'm a good
girl. You are stubborn as a freaking bull.
Yeah, she is.
I am?
Yes.
You can just see it in your face.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're stubborn as a bull. I can tell that already.
Yeah,
I mean, you've never been.
I know.
You've
And
never been
whenever I
rude or
think
anything to me or anything, but yeah, I can definitely see how stubborn you are.
People give you a suggestion, and she's like, "Nope, that's not what I want to do."
Yeah, and I know right now you're taking something from like Nikki's giving you how stubborn you are, but she's not stubborn at all.
No, not me.
She's not set in
No,
her
I'm
ways
not
at
stubborn
all.
That's so funny.
I'm a sweet, mild-tempered Italian.
That
has her
right there.
I think we need to go back to a video where she cussed some guy.
Yeah, that does not go together at all. It's her way. Not at all.
I tried.
Yeah. Good try, Nikki.
Yeah, good try. A for effort.
But Tara's one to talk and is stubborn herself.
I'm not stubborn.
I was waiting for Jim to pop in.
I'll take that back. I don't, but I also don't go and tell other people how stubborn they are because I know I'm a hard-headed German. So I just let it go.
Takes one to know one, right?
Well, I am mostly German.
Yep. German and not Italian, but Irish.
That's why I say my poor kids, because my husband's German and I'm Italian. So
I'm a lot of German, and then my grandmother on my mother's side was Polish. So and Polacks are also very hard-headed and stubborn too.
I'm as stubborn as an old pack mule. At least that's what I was told.
I don't know any other way.
Yeah, me either.
I mean,
your way?
it's just kind of there. You know, I just.
You don't know any other way but your way?
Yeah, that's it.
No.
That's the one right way.
Is there another one, Nikki? I mean, come on.
That's the only right
Yes,
way.
there is another way. My way.
No, that's not right.
Nope.
No. Today's going to be a good day, though. Yesterday, I was very impressed at how sales were going. So it's like that's awesome. That's I haven't had one of those days in a long while. So
That's good.
And have you noticed that when you get good sales that day, it really makes you want to list?
Oh yeah.
Really
Yeah,
get you motivated.
Yeah. And I will have to say, yesterday I was really involved in like the Poshmark and doing the closet clear out, and so I was really concentrating on that a lot. And I didn't get a whole lot of listings. I got 5 listings up yesterday, which is ridiculous. But I had things, other things that were going on. I was trying to get inventory situated, and then we had the show, and that was 2 hours, pretty much 2 hours. And so it was just a packed full day. So
there's going to be days like that, as long as you're consistently listing a lot of listings every day. And then if you have one, at least you got 5 listings up.
Yeah.
I mean, really and truly, there's no reason why you can't get 5 listings up.
Right.
And yeah, at least you got that done.
Yeah.
So that still keeps momentum in your store. And yeah.
As long as it's not like, every single day that you're, I mean, I can't do that with going to the anchor store. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But every once in a while it's going to happen. It's bound to happen that you're gonna have something that you have to, things have to be taken care of.
Well, I guess it could be
Well, back when I had my 2 big store, there were a lot of items, and I had the 2 stores going, and I was working too. I mean, I used to get 20 items up a day, but on Thursdays I never listed because that was my auction day. On Monday I would get some listings done, but not many because that was another auction day. And in the summertime on Saturdays and Sundays, sometimes I wouldn't get listings in, but because I was keeping my momentum up every other day, it seemed to help, keep my sales up.
Right.
But then again, there were others. I mean, there were Saturdays and Sundays where there weren't auctions, and yeah, I could get my 20 up. I mean, that wasn't every single week, but usually I was adamant about going to my auction every Thursday. So that one for sure, I did not list on Thursday, usually, unless I had some stuff ready to go. But yeah, and then those other days, those were periodic, that I wouldn't do. But
right.
Yeah, as long as you keep it going and every other time, every other day. Some days you're going to have where you can't get a whole lot listed.
Right.
But there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get 5 up.
No, you can find
no matter what you sell. 5 listings don't take any time at all.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say, if you can't get the 20 or 30 listings up a day, at least get 5.
Yep. Jennifer said it's hard to make attention for everything when you have more than one store platform that you sell on, especially with the full-time job on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's a plate, Paul.
It's true. I mean, you're being pulled in so many directions. Sometimes it's definitely hard to do, but
money, so I would prioritize by what's making you the most money.
Yeah.
You know, if you have platforms that aren't making any money, you might want to drop off those platforms.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, what happened with Car and I, we looked at the jobs we had, and we were making more selling online than we were at our jobs. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to have a friend who did yard care up here. She moved away, thankfully. But I used to help her out. So then every fall she'd call me to help out. And I'd be like, I know, but she's my friend and I feel bad telling her no. But it would actually, our sales would decrease on eBay because I'd be out working during the day instead of being here listing.
Yeah.
And our numbers would go down by quite a bit.
I figured every season she helped that girl, we lost about $1,000. It cost us about $1,000 for her to work with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when you.
So, I mean, you only do.
Well, the problem is he'd still have the same amount of packing. And how we do it now is, like right now, I'm sitting here listing while I'm talking to you, and he's sitting over there packing.
Yeah.
It's hard if you have to pack from, like, let's say he packs from 9 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock is when he cuts off. That's when he goes to the post office. I mean, you're gonna get any listing done during that time. You know what I mean? It just works easier for us if I'm listing and he's packing. Not that he never lists, but.
And then there's the other stuff in the household. I mean, we don't have a maid, so I mean, you got to do like other household stuff. It's still got to all be done.
Yep.
You know, and then we have a farm, so I mean, we have the farm stuff to get done too. With one person trying to do everything, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult. I mean, you know, just trying to, for one person with the house, dogs, you know, a business, and you know, outside, and it definitely keeps me running. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And you know,
daycare. If you have a kid, you have to put in daycare to go to the job. I mean, you got to add that in too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, I try to do, and like, you know, these trips that I take, I mean, yeah, it's 25 miles away. It's not that far, but I don't go there every day. You know, I don't travel there every day. So I have to like plan, you know, so like today I'm going to be going there. So probably won't get home until maybe 3. And so, you know, I've got to plan the rest of my day based on that. But then I can get other things done, other little errands. I can get those done, and then, you know, so just make it work, you know, and I know that when I get home, you know, it's going to be all about listing, and I know that I'm probably going to be up till midnight, so, you know, just have to make it work.
Yep.
Oh, Maureen, she said, you know, guys, how everyone has their little black dress. She sold hers last night on Poshmark. Woo!
Oh, awesome.
I'm only giving Poshmark about another month, and if I don't start really making some sales, I think I'm just gonna hang it up.
Nikki, it's not like eBay though. You've got to work it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to work.
You can't. You can't just let the listings.
Well, I do. I go in every day and follow people and.
But do you share your closet?
Some stuff, yeah. Not all my items, but some of my items.
You need to go in there and share all of your items, at least 3 times a day.
At least 3 times a day?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's not that bad. You only have what? You don't have that many items.
Yeah.
36 items.
You have to think
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Okay. And don't tell me go.
When you're posting, when you're with Poshmark, you have to think of like promoted listings or sales, and you know, you're promoting yourself. So every time that you promote yourself, you're putting that, you know, you're putting your stuff out there for everybody else to see. So if they're not seeing it, they're not going to buy it. You know, your stuff could sit there for a month and nobody see it. Nobody's going to buy it. So you have to promote it. So 3 times a day, that's not that bad. Hi, Sally.
So,
get to bed.
So is it okay? So all my followers, I think, are just other sellers. So does that mean that just sellers are Poshmark is made up of sellers just buying off other sellers? It seems like.
No, you have people that are buyers. Some people, if you actually go into a lot of their closets, you'll see they won't have no listings at all. Some will have like one, maybe they don't have none at all. But it's kind of like eBay. Poshmark's the same. You have to list. I noticed when I list 10 or more on Poshmark a day, I got more sales. And it's the same as eBay. You have to consistently like list on there in order for that activity to move and share. And sharing in parties. And it's like I was telling Valerie last night, when a party comes up, wait until like the last maybe 15 minutes of the party, 10 minutes. Share your items in that party and it stays at the very top. And that you have more chances of people seeing it when they go in there because it's still at that very top. It don't drop at that very bottom. And that's the best way to do it. But you just have to consistently list. And if you need clothes, I got plenty of clothes I can send you that I haven't even looked at yet. Because I'm still looking at clothes.
That's what I say. You know, I've been listing, but yeah, pretty soon I'm going to run out of clothing. And yeah, I mean, unless I go down to the Twin Cities or something, or I find some sort of, well, I think the last Wednesday of the month they still have that bag sale at that one thrift store. Maybe I can go to. But I mean, I'm not going to get things like great. You know, I'm not going to get like bags and bags like Valerie does. I don't think.
I'm selling Arizona jeans on Poshmark. So, and if do you keep your pictures after you post them, or you just delete them?
No, I just post them and that's it. Okay. I do it on my app. So.
Okay, so I keep mine. So what I'll do if I have something that doesn't sell and I had it for there a while, I'll just delete it completely and redo it all over again with a little bit, change up the wording or stuff. Or you can just go in there and edit them. Like after, like in a few months, go in there and edit your bottom ones that had been there for a while. Like edit the title, edit the price a little bit or something, and then just relist it that way.
Yep.
Because the one sale I did make on there is probably a pity sale. So by one of our friends, So it was probably a pity sale.
But you get more sharing. People will start sharing your items more too, so you'll start getting more more people that way too.
Yeah.
Well, and that's that's what Hank says. I think having a sharing team helps a lot.
Yeah.
I think that helps immensely because you have not just you sharing your stuff, but you have other people sharing your stuff also.
Yeah, I got other people sharing my stuff pretty good. So, I try to go in there. I try to go in there and share as much of theirs as I can. At least 5 items of theirs. I try to.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people have hundreds of items in their closet. There's no way I could share all their items.
Oh yeah, don't worry about sharing my items.
But I've only got like 30 some items, But there's no way I can go in and share all your items,
No, don't worry about me.
Come here.
But yeah, just live last night. I was listening to somebody live last night that sells on Poshmark too, and I want to say they said they did $30,000 in 9 days, which actually I thought for a site that I don't know for sure, smaller than eBay. Actually, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So out of curiosity, so without telling a number, if you said like all my sales during the day, would you think that like Poshmark are like 10% of your sales of the day or 20% of your sales of the day?
Mine's about 5. I mean, I don't sell a whole lot on there, but I sell enough. I mean, they're for stuff that I know I'm not going to make good money on Poshmark or on eBay with. I'll make good money on Poshmark, and then stuff that's not selling on eBay will sell on Poshmark for me. So I don't know about the 90-day. Like I said, that's like we talked about last night. I think a lot of those people have followers that do buy from them, and that could be
because they're also a YouTube star probably.
So I mean, I can't say on anybody else's sale, but mine. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but I still get enough, You know, it's just, and it supplements with what eBay doesn't do for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you just got to give it that time. It's just, and it's like you have to babysit. It's like a little kid that you have to feed every once in a while. You know,
that's very true.
Unfortunately,
I mean, you have to baby it. You have to, give it attention, and and it may not even be you don't even have to give it a whole lot of attention, but you do have to, to show it some love every once in a while.
Yeah.
And and I know they just opened it up for like selling more man type clothing. So did you see like that's picking up too, or is it primarily still like a women's fashion accessory type site?
I sell men clothes like shoes and stuff. They're really good. That really sells for me on there for men's shoes.
And kids clothes sell really well there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't sell a lot of kids clothes, but I've heard that the kids clothes do really well over there also.
Yeah.
So it's really just kind of
either.
But I think it's a great way. I mean, when eBay was like down and out, no sales, nothing, thank goodness for Poshmark, because they,
keeping you going.
They help fill that gap, and so now I'm just trying to incorporate both of them and work both of them, give both of them, the equal amount of attention, and because I mean, it would be great if I could, have great stores in both areas, and I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Sally, your phone's going off.
Hey, she's back.
I unblocked her. She was whining.
Hello.
Hank says, Nikki, you have a lot of Victoria's Secret, which is great. Even just taking 3 minutes to share your items helps.
Right.
That's true. That's true. Because there's a big following for Victoria's Secret. People like Victoria's Secret.
And it's nothing to do it like right now when you're chatting or whatever, just getting on and sharing.
Yeah, it is like a little kitty baby. That's true, Ainsley.
That is. It is. It wants you 24/7, no matter what you're doing.
Yep.
It's right there.
Yeah, like Glenn's idea, have a closet sharing like we do for the Posh sub sharing thing. Have a party.
There you go. Do it live.
There we go.
Just
have a closet sharing. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe we could do that.
What?
Yeah,
that's a good
YouTube
idea.
Posh sharing, closet sharing thing.
There you go.
Then maybe you could draw in some more people with Posh closets coming in, and there's your list, and
that's an idea.
Man, my list is big.
I know. I've got probably 50 people that I'm sharing.
Oh my goodness, I know.
And so I'm trying.
I know.
I'm trying, but I know that it does help, and it helps me a lot when I have other people, sharing my closet. So
yeah,
I think it works both ways.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's right, Hank. My biggest thing is get the items listed. Whatever platform or platforms, the shit can't sell if it ain't listed.
All right.
That's true. You can't sell it out of the back room.
Another good shirt.
Yep. Oh, I got my shirt. Did you see
Look
it?
at that. Isn't that that's an awesome shirt. I love it.
What does it say?
Hang on. It's my Stellar Seller shirt.
Oh, okay. Wow, that came fast.
Yeah, it was really the only thing I have is look. my whole directional area is right there. So I said if my husband gets lost, he has his way around. If he has to plan it.
Oh,
perfect.
I made a sale. I sold one of my bras.
Yay!
Good job.
Was that a pity? Was that a pity buy, guys?
Oh, stop.
No, I didn't buy it.
No, it's a titty sale.
Titty sale.
Oh, it's somebody. Yeah, it's somebody that I don't follow.
Nice.
Awesome. Bought it.
Deb, it's okay. I think it'll probably only do that to me.
It was a Victoria's Secret bra.
Oh,
See? Now let's start talking about the other stuff in her closet.
Mhm.
Rest of it.
Jennifer, yes, there is in the reseller squad, there's a document that has a list of all the closets.
Yep.
So you can go over there and you can get that list and go and follow some people.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I try to do everybody's every day. Yesterday was kind of a slow day for me, but I think I got everybody today.
You know what, Hank? We all understand that. She said, so nobody get offended if I don't share your stuff every day. I
Right.
still have to get my stuff listed, and I ain't making no money. Some days there just isn't enough time.
No, it's true.
We all understand that. And if you don't
Mhm.
understand that, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, it just happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. Like yesterday, I couldn't, I shared a few, but I really couldn't share everybody's.
Right.
You know.
Jennifer Santiago, her closet's at Jules 1073.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I did my favorite, so. Ooh, there we go.
How do I find that now? Let's see here. At Jules.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Jules 73.
We don't share.
Yeah.
I'll ask you for that later, Valerie, because I'm sharing right now.
I don't know if I searched it right. It says other stuff. No.
Hank, have you seen that color coat Swamp has? She said, oh my God, if I could fit into it.
Yeah, he has some nice stuff in his closet too.
And that's what's a good thing about sharing everybody's closet is you can shop while you're sharing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my husband stopped me from sharing everybody's closet. He said, "Oh, I'll do it." Save him money. Like, well, fine. Be that way. So he's my sharing team.
Oh God, I feel like an old person.
Why?
Because she said at Jules, and I actually spelled out at.
Oh gosh.
I feel like the dumbass that typed out DOT COM. God, I am new to this. I can't find her, so if you want me to follow you, you're gonna have to add me because I don't know how to find people on here apparently. Oh wait, here's the little plus thing. Here we go.
All this.
I found it, I think. Okay, so it's Jewel 73.
Yeah.
1073. 1073.
1073.
Oh, 1070, pardon me. Yes, I'm totally, completely ignorant to this, so pardon me, guys. All right, I found her. I'm following you. I'm gonna put a heart on you. I love you. Just kidding.
Okay, you're on the like list, so.
Oh, okay, I'll go on the like list.
You're on my list.
Dang it! If I could only get on that list.
You're on the list.
You're on the shit list there,
what are you
Sally.
talking about?
I'm always on somebody's shit list.
What the hell, Sally?
I thought you were going to bed.
Sally, your phone's ringing.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
They're going to drive you crazy today.
Between your legs or something so you can feel the vibration.
Gives a whole new meaning to good vibrations, huh?
Oh my gosh.
And down that hole we go.
Nope, I'm refusing to today.
No rabbit holes allowed.
No. That's crazy jewelry to go through.
That's what I'm listing right now, Kathy.
Are you really?
I'm listing a pile of costume jewelry.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I went to an estate sale this weekend, Sunday, and I worked out a deal because the jewelry wasn't selling, so I just bought the whole pile of it. So
Oh wow.
now I am listing it.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Good job.
Everybody's got the the jewelry fever bug right now.
Well,
I haven't got it yet.
And I don't know anything about jewelry, but there were some pieces of sterling in there. So I got some sterling. And then there was some mark stuff like Trifari and some other crap that I don't even know. And it had some real big, like, retro clip-on earrings that are like, I don't know if they're lucite or early plastic, maybe Bakelite, and they're real funky looking. And so I'm just listing all that crap.
Hey.
Just listing all that crap.
All that crap. I know.
It probably won't do shit either. My luck, it'll sit.
You never know. You never know.
I just got rid of all my jewelry a few months ago. Now I'm thinking about getting more.
Jewelry fever.
Yeah.
Baby, come back.
It is a good winter.
It is.
It keeps you busy in the winter.
Yep, that's when I do mine. And plus, you get the people, like if you sell like a bulk lot of it, people are thinking of the flea markets coming up, you know, in the fall spring, and they'll buy it.
And I do kind of need some broken pieces to refurbish into my own design. So,
there you go. Yeah, I have a crafter's lot I'm starting right now. I'm going to be listing soon. Just broken pieces.
I have one too. I'm getting it together slowly but surely.
Who's Shirley?
I like Marcel. Barely. It'll be the lady that takes you out. You keep asking. It's like crazy.
Slowly, sister.
Oh my gosh.
And the peanut gallery woke up. Hey, Todd.
I hear him over there. He was muted a bit ago.
Somebody rattled his cage.
Uh-oh.
He heard the word sterling that Tara said. He woke up.
Silver?
Silver? I smell silver.
Like Tara with the toner. She hears the word toner, she pops.
It's like
That was nice. I told Nikki about they got an auction up by her neck of the woods where they got a lot of toner. So I tipped her off to her. I'm like, hey, you got an auction up by you that's got a lot of toner in it.
Yeah.
Is it going? Are you going?
Well, it's an online
It's an online auction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tara never does any research for me.
You don't live in Wisconsin. I was on the Wisconsin site. I mean, of course, I looked at it and saw how much I could sell it for before I decided if I was going to tell Nikki about it or not. That's like to drive up to where Nikki's at. That's like 3.5, almost 4 hours for me to drive there.
Every time she says toner, I wish I had one of those little whistles they used to use on the radio where it go.
I did tell you about toner. You were looking at some other crap, and I'm like, "Oh my God, Todd, is that a whole pallet of toner there?" You were looking at something.
I was on
gas masks or something
never
like
mind.
that. Some
You're
other
right, I'm wrong. Never mind. You're right, I'm wrong.
I'm like, what
Never
the heck are
mind.
you looking
You're right,
at
I'm
that
wrong.
for?
I remember that.
Well, hello.
So is $18 about what you think for a Victoria's Secret bra? That's pretty good, ain't it?
That's good.
That's good.
They're like barely used.
Yeah.
Considering what you paid for it, too.
That's good.
I had them at 20, but I lowered them yesterday during the clean the closet thing, hoping to get some sales. But
yeah,
must not have lowered it enough because I didn't get any sales yesterday.
Has anybody been to somewhere?
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Don't plan on going either.
I think I've been there a couple times.
I've been to somewhere a lot.
Wizard Island.
Why did you see Wizard of Oz?
Well, probably looked at it and then realized what.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
didn't take it back out.
No, Hank wants to know if anybody's been to Wizard Island.
Wizard Island.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what
Harry Potter. Is that Harry Potter?
I don't know.
There's maybe kids listening.
I don't know.
It's
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
But I wanted to see if the water's really that blue or something.
Huh.
Oh, in Oregon.
No.
I've been to Crater Lake.
I've been to Crater Lake.
I think I've been to Crater Lake too.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I'll never get out. Damn.
I can't
No, I've
remember. Do you have to cross the Gumball Bridge and cross the Swamp of Sorrows to get there? I don't know. Ask your backpack.
Over the river and through the woods to Wizard Island we go.
Wizard Island, Crater Lake. Yeah, Crater Lake is amazing. It is really, really
Where's
nice.
Crater Lake?
Right in the crater.
No, where is it? Where's Crater Lake? I really don't know.
So Wizard Island, I'm assuming, is like the island in the middle of the lake.
It's the one with the wizard on it. You can't miss it.
Oh my god.
Boy, he's on a roll.
You know what that reminds me of when he says that? Because this is one of his favorite. He likes Blades of Glory, where they got like the guys getting drunk with the woodland fairies when he's doing that skate show. He's like a wizard. When he says that, that's what he reminds me of.
Oh, the woodland fairies.
Yeah. He's getting wasted with the woodland fairies or whatever.
Thanks, Diane,
Inside his hat, the wizard hat.
for recognizing.
Yeah, that
I
water
lost it.
is very, very blue. But I mean, just an amazing color. Because it's just so cold. You know.
Wow.
We got one of those kind of lakes up in the UP. And you can see all the way to the bottom. They have this special bridge. Actually, I'd like to go see it. They have this special viewing dock. They take you way out on it, but it's like 40 foot deep. But you can see all the way to the bottom because it's so clear.
Where's this?
It's like over there if you were driving towards Escanaba, but just like north of Escanaba, but not all the way up at the North Shore.
Who'd you see this with?
I looked at it when we were like going to go do that sunken boat tour.
Yeah, I was the only guy who was like,
Okay. I've never been to it. I looked at going to it. If you listen to it.
I used to live right there. So yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, she's talking about Oregon.
I lived on the map where it says Coos Bay. That's where I lived. Reedsburg. Not Reedsburg. What was it called?
Reedsport.
Reedsport and Coos Bay were basically like in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Deb. She said, after this, one person accepts my sales because it was delivered yesterday. Then I have 4 sales left to Ambassador.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Good job, Deb.
How many do you need for that?
15 sales.
Oh boy, I got a long way to go.
Me too.
Oh,
I've made 2 sales, $38.
No, the water's really blue here too, like especially in the winter because it's frozen. and like they'll go out on the ice whenever it's a clear, sunny day.
Wait,
and you'll be able to see fish swimming, and it's
I don't like
beautiful.
being on the ice when it's like that. When you don't have snow cover on like lake ice, I don't like being on it. It freaks me out because we've like snowmobiled and we had to go across like 3 Lakes chain, and it was one of those years there was hardly any snow, and you're just driving on a sheet of ice. It kind of is freaky for me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
She made this thing about boats too. Go ahead.
It is
I have a
pretty
question. I just got an email from Poshmark saying somebody wants to be styled by me.
Do it.
Are they not? Have they seen how I dress? No.
Nikki, if you gotta want to be an ambassador, it's give and take. You gotta give them a little sugar.
It says awesome news. Well, the person's name loves your closet and wants to be styled by you. Visit their dressing room to check out their style. Then share listings from your closets to them. Why would somebody ask me to style them?
Because they like the stuff in your closet, and what they can do is you send all that stuff over there into their closet, and they can bundle it up, and they can possibly get a deal. And
yeah,
I've done it once. I've not done it after that.
So what do I do here? I clicked on the button. Now I'm in my thing, and it's only showing 2 of my Victoria's Secret bras.
Okay. See if their sizes are listed.
Here's their style size.
Yeah, look at their style card. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dress extra large, pants 20, 18 something.
And then any of that you have those sizes. What you do is click on your item. Like if you do it from your phone, hold it down, and then when it brings it up to share it, find that person's name and click on that person, and it'll send it to their closet.
Mm-hmm. Share. Okay, so why wouldn't they just go buy it from me? Why would they need me to style them?
Because they just want to see what's in your closet. That way it keeps it in their closet. They want to come back to it later and come buy it.
So why did only 2 things come up? Because those are the only 2 things that'll fit them?
Probably.
I don't know. Would you have any size 20 pants in your closet?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
That's probably the only 2 things that would have fit them.
Oh my God! Stop it.
Queen City Picker. Poshmark sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
It is a lot of work.
It's very easy to list on there, though.
Yeah.
It's,
It's almost too easy.
It's like having a side chick that needs a lot of attention.
Yep.
It's all it is.
Oh my God.
She's easy to get, but you got to give her attention.
Mother, I feel for you. I got
Yep, but that bitch's gonna start clawing the back of your neck. I don't know.
Yep.
Baby.
Oh my God, dogs. Shut up and go to bed.
Oh no.
Oh.
I lost a $30 manual, and Tara and I were looking for it for a long time yesterday. And what happened was, it was for a motor that it's for a type of motor that I have, but it was 4-stroke and mine's 2-stroke, so I didn't need it. I pulled it out of inventory, realized I didn't need it, didn't take it out of inventory because I was going to put it back into inventory, and I didn't. So we're tearing apart the eBay building, can't find it. So I'm out there looking this morning, all frustrated. I'm like working up a sweat. I'm just frustrated. And all of a sudden, it's weird. This little voice pops in my head. I can't explain it. It says, you'll find it when you look in the right place. You're looking
like
in
a
the
fortune cookie.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like a voice in my head. It was like not me talking. It was almost like a little voice in my head. It said, you need to look somewhere else. I'm like, wow, that's weird. Okay. So I'm like, well, look at the house. I wasn't in here 5 minutes. It was in a tote right next, like 2 feet from my desk. It was in a tote to go back outside.
Oh my
Well,
God.
start getting premonitions about better stuff. Let me know.
I also, this is weird too. I had a dream. I'm at a bar, the bar that I used to work at that's since burned down. Well, I'm at what they call the Horseshoe. There was this little like point at the bar that was rounded off so it could fit more bar stools. We call it the horseshoe. Well, I'm sitting at the horseshoe, and there's this guy next to me, this old guy who I do not recognize. And he said, just having a normal conversation. And then all of a sudden the conversation is this very crystal clear clarity, like high definition.
No, not the Pope's going to die.
Yeah. The guy goes, oh, did you hear the Pope died? I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, I guess I heard somebody was sick. I didn't know he was going to die. Like, I didn't even know he was sick in real life. I'm riding home this was still at the Festiva. I hear on the radio, the Pope's sick. I'm like, oh my God, you don't think he's going to die? 1 month later, he's dead.
Wow.
That's weird.
Wow, you're like a clairvoyant. You should go and see if you can win us the lottery or something. Can you read this? I can't read this.
Put that shit to work.
Yeah, why don't you get me the lottery numbers or something good?
I'm going to be the eBay medium.
Oh my God.
You're tapping
You
into your
sell
psychic.
fortunes or something. I wish I knew where my loop was. I don't know where it is.
Ask Jim.
No.
This little voice will find it for you.
No, I have an idea where it is, but it's in a drawer, and I think it's buried in crap.
The little voice in my head says, buy one from China.
I did get me a pair of those glasses like Sally's got. Those are awesome.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I get
Mallory's got some too.
those lights on them and stuff.
Sally looks like Doctor Who when she wears those.
I kind of feel like Doctor Who too.
She's getting Doctor Who.
Well, at least you don't scare the dog. I went out and wearing them and scared the dog. To me, like, what the hell? It's up your face. You got one up and one down.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right.
Wrap it up. I gotta get ready for lunch.
Oh, that's right.
And running around. So I'm gonna get started. Get the dogs set up for the day, and maybe slap some Bondo on my face so I'll look a little bit better. But I hope everybody has a great day and get lots of listing done, and we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Actually, Nikki will be having Nikki, are you having a show tonight?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, so Nikki's gonna have her show tonight at 7 Central Time. Yep. So go over there this evening and watch her. Or if you have anything that you wanna find out what it's worth, you can put it on there and go through a pile, and we'll let you know if you should list it or ditch it. So I hope everyone has a great day, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the show.
I found it.
And we'll see y'all later. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.